Hi, I'm Frank, and I'm the founder of Thriving Coach Academy, and over the years I've helped train and mentor over 1,000 students who are looking to become professional coaches. I've also run my own life coaching business full-time for several years now, and in this video I'm excited to be reacting to 90 Day Fiancé, the TLC show, starring the couple Ed and Rose. So in this video, I'm going to be watching Ed and Rose as their relationship unfolds. So let's dive in.
I'm in the Philippines. I'm excited, but I'm so nervous. What if she thinks I'm too short? Because I did lie a little bit about my height. I'm 4'11", not 5'2". Okay, now let's go find Rose. I think I have an amazing personality, but I know I'm not attractive. Rose is most definitely out of my league.
So it's unfortunate that Ed has these thoughts that he's not attractive or that Rose is out of his league. Clearly he has insecurity around his appearance and potentially even his worth as a person and how worthy that he feels of love. So if I were working with Ed, I would want to explore this a little bit on where is he getting this idea that Rose is out of his league? Like, who's defining that for him? It sounds like he is deciding that, and he actually said, I know that I am not attractive. He said it as if it was just fact, and that's sad. So I would want to support Ed in recognizing what his gifts are, what are the things about him that make him attractive. I believe that there's someone on this planet for everybody, and that you might feel like you are the most unattractive person, but you are going to be the sexiest, most attractive and appealing person as someone on the planet. So really, attraction is there's so much subjectivity in attraction, and it's sad to see that Ed doesn't feel or think that he's attractive, and hopefully he starts to recognize his value and worth, because that's what's most important more than anything.
Good morning.
So this is the first time we're actually getting a peek into Rose's life, and we are seeing her as a character and going into her world a little bit. So this will be really interesting.
My name is Rose and I'm 23 years old. I live in Caloocan City, Philippines. I met Ed online and I'm in love to Ed because he's my kid and he makes me laugh and he always jolly. And I like Ed hair because it's so long and very sexy.
See, so there you go, and hopefully she will communicate to Ed that she does find him attractive, given Ed's insecurity around his level of attractiveness and his appearance. Beautiful that she acknowledged that.
Ed's 54, me 23, but doesn't matter because we love each other.
Good for her, I love that.
Nak-excited ka na makita si Daddy? Opo. Siya na yung Daddy mo? Opo. Daddy ang tawag ni Prince sa kanya. Daddy Ed.
Daddy Ed.
I want my son called Ed Daddy because I want to give my son the best. And I want Ed to take care of my son. Lagyan mo na ang sabon yun. Ayun, sana.
Anong ina-expect mo kung sakaling iuwi ka na niya?
Baby, siyempre. Babae, lalaki.
Pag mangyari yun, magbabagong buhay ka.
Yun ang gusto ko, bagong buhay.
So this is concerning, as we've learned from previous clips. Ed does not want to have children, and Rose is declaring that she would like another girl and a boy. So it will be very important that they have this honest conversation, and I can only imagine that Rose may be very disappointed to hear that Ed does not have an intention to have more children. This is one of those things that ideally would have been explored earlier on, talking about their ideal visions and futures as a couple and seeing if that was a match for each other. It's so important that when couples date, early on, that they talk about what is their ideal relationship and future together look like, what's their vision, and seeing where there's overlap, where there's not overlap, and what could possibly be compromised. So this is indicating that there's a significant piece of their separate visions that are not overlapping, which could lead to a lot of stress, and hopefully they'll be able to find compromise with that.
Tapos na ako maglaba. Ako din eh. Tara.
It is very important for Ed. Give me 2 kids. That's my dream.
Nakakaluwag yata siya sa buhay. Ayos naman, tingin ko. Sa naging pas ni Rosemary, sa mga naging pas niya na parang mas iba si Ed kasi mas malaki yung gap niya. Saka yung pangangatawan niya mas malaki. Pero okay lang para sa akin kung kasi mayaman siya.
Okay, so Maria, no filter with her. She's very transparent, just declaring that Ed's bigger and he's older and she's just happy that he's rich. So we've learned in a previous clip that Maria did privately message Ed asking for him to send over money, and that was clearly crossing a line for Ed. Now there could be also, maybe different cultural expectations. I don't know, but maybe in the Philippines that could be appropriate to ask someone for money. Certainly from American culture, that would not be an appropriate gesture for a relative of someone that you're dating to be asking you to send money, especially before those two partners have even met. So it will be interesting to see if Ed does address this issue and that conversation with Rose, so that way she's able to have that conversation with Maria and set boundaries, so that way she doesn't get in the way of this relationship.
Good morning.
Good morning. Last night, Rose and I spent our first night together, but we did not consummate our relationship. I want to take things slow with Rose because I want to be respectful, but also I want her to take an STD test first. And I've not found the right time to ask her. Good morning.
Morning.
But for the first time in 20...
So if I saw that correctly, it didn't look like Rose hugged him back or gave him a kiss back. It actually looks like she kind of turned her head a little bit and just sat there. Maybe she's just tired waking up. I also sense that she still does not feel very safe or connected to Ed yet. So today will be really interesting to see exactly how they're going to start to establish their connection.
This is my first time to the Philippines, and I'm in this big city called Manila. We're about 3 to 4 hours away from where Rose's hometown is. I knew it would be a little crazy, but it's quite a shocker. Oh my God, look how it is so congested. Look at this.
So on top of connecting with Rose and the energy it will take to do that, there's also the culture shock that Ed is about to start experiencing, as if I think he's actually already started by noticing all of the traffic. So that will certainly add stress to him and to this experience. So for him, it will be the challenge of managing his emotions and stress and not letting the culture shock get in the way of him establishing the trust that he's looking to have with Rose.
This is crazy. I like it. Don't get me wrong. It's just a lot to take in. Hi. Hi, do you speak English? Does anybody speak English? Oh my God. Pajamas. I think these are pajamas. The fact that Rose doesn't even have pajamas made me feel really sad. So the first thing I'm gonna do is get her pajamas.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, we have pink. Yeah, nice.
How much? 180 pesos. Give me your wallet.
You can't just grab from my wallet. Okay, I want to see how much this is. I don't even know how much this is.
How much? 180?
Awesome.
Give the change.
No,
Yeah.
no, keep the change.
It's at 10 pesos. Thank you.
Okay.
See this.
I'm just in a swarm of hot, sweaty people. Right now, it's probably over 100 degrees.
Wow, so he sticks out like a sore thumb. And I could sense that he was not comfortable with Rose taking the money from his wallet. It seemed to not really sit well with him.
I'm sweating my ass off right now.
I want to buy your dress with flowers.
Oh, you want to buy a shirt with flowers?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want this?
Okay.
This one. You like this?
I like this one. Okay, so how much?
480, sir.
480. How much is that? Hold on. I'm not comfortable with Rose grabbing my money because that's not what you do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think it's borderline, inappropriate. And I already have questions about her sister because, she asked me for money. Her sister texted me the other night. She basically said, I need help. My store is going to close. And she's asking me for money.
Yeah, so this is, of course, going to be something that they'll have to explore. But it makes sense why Ed would be a bit disturbed by Rose taking money straight from his wallet, given that he had that awkward encounter with Rose's sister where she was asking for money before they had even met in person. And we don't know really what was behind Rose taking the money from the wallet. She may have just wanted to help out Ed because he's in a different country and he might not be familiar with the currency. Of course, he doesn't speak the language fluently. So she may have been coming from a very positive place and just helping him out, making the exchange quick and easy. And this is important for all couples to do. Whenever someone feels disrespected or that something's inappropriate or rude, it's important to not just label the other person as those things, but to just explain using I language, meaning taking ownership of your feelings and your thoughts without blaming or pointing the finger at the other person. So my hope is that they will find a space to communicate with each other and they will be able to communicate, I felt uncomfortable when you took money from my wallet versus saying you were rude to take money from my wallet. It's a big difference and really helps to just soften those conversations and not have them feel like criticism of the other partner, but really coming from just this place of here's what happened for me when this experience happened and here's why I'm sharing it with you so that way you can understand me better. This is so crucial, especially with couples of different cultures, different countries, because there's a lot of things that of course are going to be appropriate to one person but not appropriate to the other.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to believe that this could just be a scam, but I don't know if Rose is in on it or not. Listen, I am dying. I'm like so hot right now.
Huh?
Yeah.
So normal. So
Yeah.
the people that see.
I'm soaking wet.
I know,
Rose,
I know.
I want to go. I am so uncomfortable right now. The only thing I wanted to do was spoil Rose, but I'm sweating like a pig, and I'm upset because Rose is grabbing my wallet and pulling money out and handing it to vendors. I'm done with this right now. I want out of here.
This is the normal.
I know, but Rose, I want to go. I need air conditioning. I'm dying. I want to go. Okay, I want to go.
So clearly Ed is flustered, overwhelmed, stressed out. This is a very typical stress response. He's physically he's overheated. He's sweating. Emotionally, he is upset because of Rose taking money from his wallet and his thoughts that he had about that. And environmentally, he is surrounded by lots of people. He is not used to the hustle and bustle of an Asian market like in the Philippines. So it makes a lot of sense why Ed would just want to flight in the situation and find a place to de-escalate his stress that he's feeling. So that's what I got for this episode of Life Coach Reacts. Comment below what your thoughts are about Ed and Rose's relationship, and also who you'd like me to react to next. Thank you so much for watching, and if you are curious to learn more about life coaching and how to get started as a life coach, I would love for you to grab a copy of my book. It's called Coaching 101, and it will lay out everything you need to know if you're looking to start a career as a coach. You can grab a copy for free by clicking the link in the description box below. Subscribe to this channel to receive more updates like this, and as always, thanks for watching.